I tried to play the saxophone, but it took me so long a time. But I had to settle for the guitar. And right now, I'm learning seriously how to play the guitar. And in no time, you see me as a guitarist. And I like to play like George Benson, if you ask me. Well, a new sound is emerging, among the jazz instrumentalists in Nigeria. Perhaps this could be the Nigerian identity in world music. The identity is what you find on stage at the all-Nigerian lineup of the 15th edition of the Muson Jazz Festival, which comes up tomorrow. I'm Ben Ufeli, and this is the maiden edition of the program called Simply Jazz, and there's nothing like that on TV right now. Well, Simply Jazz will be giving you 25 minutes of jazz interviews, jazz news, jazz birthdays, and of course music. And the band we have on stage for this maiden edition is Daddy Cool. Well, Daddy Cool is the leader of that group called Cooley and the Afro Jazz Project. So this is Simply Jazz. Beautiful Afrobeat tune there. Daddy Cool. Was that an original song?
Yeah, it was.
It was produced by you?
Yeah, it was.
Written by you? Everything by you?
Well, not everything. 90%.
Okay.
I give the 10% to my band, to make it 10%.
Okay. So let's meet Daddy Cool.
All right.
Daddy Cool. First of all, Daddy Cool. How did you get that name? I know you are quite a gentleman.
Well, you see, that name is a name people call me. And the name seems to have stuck right from secondary school. There used to be a song called Daddy Cool. And
yeah, I think I remember that song.
I always seem to like that song. And I think some people say it suits my personality. I can't say more than that for me.
Okay, now, how did you put... I know you're a lawyer, and a saxophonist. First of all, how did you put your band together? Was it so difficult putting them together?
Well, I wouldn't say it was difficult. We've been together since 2006, and we've been playing music together. The band is quite versatile, and it's made up of people who really love music, And the challenge has been keeping the band together, but then we're trying to do our best to keep playing music.
Okay. Why jazz? I mean, do you have any... How did you manage, that's two callings as a lawyer? You leave the bar, go to music, or at what point do you leave the music, the bar, that clash?
Well,
do you have any clash?
Very interesting question, I must say. But then, I always tell people that I've been playing music right from when I was small.
Okay.
Before I ever trained to be a lawyer, I've been a musician.
Okay.
And that's what I think is my calling, to be a musician. Right?
Okay.
So the fact that I train as a lawyer does not affect my music at all.
Okay.
Because music is part of me. It's something I was born with. I acquired the law later. You understand? So it still remains a vocation. Law is my profession.
Okay, so why jazz? Why not?
Why jazz? Mm-hmm. Well, jazz to music is like a lion in the jungle.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? When you're playing jazz, you're playing a very high standard of music, which is different from all the genres of music. That's why we are playing jazz, because we want to lead so that others will follow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, now, what was the title of that first song you played?
That first song we played is called Afro Jam.
Oh, okay. A jam indeed. Okay, we're going to play another song. Okay. What's the title of that one?
The next song we're going to do is called Autumn Leaves.
Oh, that's a standard.
Yes, a jazz standard. And we're going to have one of our singers who's going to sing that song for you.
Okay, so let's just listen to that. I hope you enjoyed that song, Autumn Leaves. I remember Kenny G has his own version of that song, and I enjoy that one too. So Daddy Cool and the group will be back again for another song. You're listening to, I beg your pardon. Yes, this is Simply Jazz. Now let's have some jazz news from home. We have reading that for us will be Bumi Olukoju.
Jazz instrumentalists Ayodele and Mike Ebere flew in from South Africa to play live at the 15th Muson Jazz Festival. Others at that event are Sax T, Dipo Dino, Adesua, Imole Africa, El Jazz, and Victor Ademofe. The Muson Festival holds between 18th and 28th October 2012. The Bogobiri House has 2 live events every month. They are Willie Bestman and the Excite Band playing every Sunday brunch, and Oba and her group playing every first Sunday of the month. And now, here are jazz legends who were born in the month of October from 10th to 18th. On 10th October, we have Thelonious Monk, born 1917 and died in 1982. Jonathan Butler, born 1961. Alex Bugnan, 1958. And Huge Groove, born 1961. On 11th October, we have Art Blakey, born 1919 and died October 16, 1990. On 12th October, Chris Botti, born 1962. On 14th October, we have Wole Adamolekun. And 18th October, Winton Marsalis, born 1961. And we have more birthdays for you next week. I am Olubumi Oshoteku.
Yes, that was Bumi Olukoju reading the local jazz news for us. This is Simply Jazz, first of its kind on any television in Nigeria. So we shall take another song from the group, that's Cooley and Afro Jazz Project led by Daddy Cool. Yes, that was another song from the Cooley and the Afro Jazz project. I know that song. I know that title very much. Cool, feels so good. You know that song too. Okay, let's meet you. A lady playing this kind of beautiful instrument. You know. Let's meet you.
I'm Irawo.
Irawo, no, that's your stage name.
My stage name, okay. Oluwakemi Adesula.
Okay. Now, how did you meet the group?
I met Daddy Cool when I was going to National Theatre. I was doing some stage programs, some stage activities and all that. I met him there and introduced me fully into jazz music. I've been doing that before, but I was discouraged. But when I started playing with him again, the love for jazz came back again.
Okay.
So I want to major in jazz now.
So how did you? Is this so difficult playing this instrument?
At all, not
because
difficult.
everybody knows Ara with this.
Ara plays, she does that. But me, I'm using my own different kind of genre.
Okay.
Jazz.
For jazz, who would you say inspires you? You know, what gives you that inspiration when you're listening to jazz and you want to be part? You know,
jazz. It's music. I mean, the kind of genre of music that when you're down and you just want to be alive, that's what you should just listen to. It's soothing, very soothing.
Okay, what do you know about the state of jazz in Nigeria?
It's not highly recognized at all. The people focus more on the hip hop.
It's not. Why are you into it?
Because I know that's where I can thrive.
Okay.
That's where I can thrive with the pitch of my voice.
Okay.
And then I've always had interest in jazz. I like playing instruments. Apart from the drum, I play other kind of string instruments, the guitar and the violin. So jazz is where you really get to do all this kind of, play this kind of instruments.
Yeah.
But when you want to play pop and other kind of genres of music, it's usually you have to go to the studio and then they just give you the beats and you're ready to go. But with the jazz, you need to play the instruments live.
Okay, so you're going to continue with the group?
Yes, I have my own.
So what plans? With
Daddy Cool. Daddy Cool is one that's been inspiring me.
Okay. For you, what
for
plans
me,
for jazz?
For jazz, I'll be in jazz. I'm still playing jazz for the next 5-10 years.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, that's good for Nigeria. We need to have people like you. So watch out for it. So we just with that we come to the end of Simply Jazz for this week, and we'll be back for another edition, same day, same time, on the same station. And so I am Ben Ufeli. Well, I hope you keep it jazzy till next week. Bye bye now.
Thank